beauty talk, and more. Today's going to be a really fun show. Actually, this just kind of worked out. I always try and do a mother and daughter for Mother's Day, and I completely forgot that it was Mother's Day this Sunday. And Dr. Robby, artist Dr. Robby, had booked this show like months ago, and it happens to be a mother and daughter. So I'm so excited that we can celebrate Mother's Day on the show today with an actual mother and daughter.
There's always a reason for everything.
I know. You must have known. Dr. Robby. You do get tongue-tied on the radio. I get excited, too. Dr. Robby is pretty much a regular on my show. It's Let's Talk Art with Dr. Robby. He is very involved in the art community here in Los Angeles and all over the world. And he just knows the best of the best. So I remember months ago you said, I want to have these two Russian ladies come on the show. They have one. The mom is an amazing artist, and the daughter has a gallery. I'm like, fine, that sounds great. Didn't know it was going to be for Mother's Day also. But I always like the human side besides the business side, because there's always a wonderful human story behind it. So welcome, Dr. Robby.
Thank you.
You're always welcome here, my good friend, Dr. Robby, in his beautiful outfit. I have been watching him paint this jacket for about a month. So I'm very glad to see it off the table.
It's the jacket and the hat and everything together.
And the tie.
Yeah.
Anyway, talk a little bit about yourself. I mean, pretty much people that watch the show regularly know who you are, but there's always new people. And then introduce your guests.
Okay, so thank you so much, Elena. And I'm Dr. Robby Gordon with the Hollywood Gallery and the Hollywood Sculpture Garden. Both of them located in Hollywood under the Hollywood.
Louder, come on.
Under the Hollywood sign, so everyone is welcome to come and see. And we have usually a reception once a month. I'm traveling next month to Art Basel in Switzerland, France, and Israel. So we won't have next month. So the next opening will be July 13 and July 30th. It all will be on the website, the Hollywood Sculpture Garden and the Hollywood Gallery. You can find out, and everyone is welcome to come. So, as you know, I'm an artist that do art, sculpture, ceramic, glass, everything that you clothes. I've done clothes for the Grammy, for the Oscar. Everything that has to do with art, I've done. I've nibbled in everything, and I love everything. I have my gallery in the Sculpture Garden in the Hollywood Hills. We have 2 studios there. One floor is only for the studio. And then I have another studio in the garage. That's a special place because I let other artists that don't have a studio come and use the garage and the whole area. There is in the backyard special place for welding, etc. And they come, and it's wonderful to see them. Yesterday we had like 4 different artists coming together.
Oh, did Angel show up?
Angel showed up, and then was Barry Gordon. He's an 80 years old artist that started welding, and Angel was teaching him. So it's really nice, the interaction between the different artists that come to the Hollywood Sculpture Garden, and I always get them pizza for lunch, and it's a fun day. Every day is a fun day. Pizza. Every day there are people
Until
there.
I come to make you work out.
Yeah, but there is always people around, and it's really fun. And I've been involved in a lot of art, and I've met Mishelle Moross in her gallery, which is a wonderful gallery. We'll talk about it, the Muzeum Gallery, in a minute, and her mother, Lena Moross, and we'll start talking to them. We'll start with Mishelle, and she will tell you a little bit about herself and about a gallery that's called Muzeum, but she spells it differently. She spells it the way they spelled in Russian. So tell us about it a little bit.
Hi, I'm Mishelle Moross, and Muzeum spelled Muzeum. It's really because of the last name, and I love my grandfather, and then my name too. I love my name. Why not? Mishelle Moross, MM. The Z is from my mother. She's the phonetic speller. That's why my name is M-I-S-H, not M-I-C-H.
I'm a crazy speller.
She's the crazy speller.
Why do you speak?
Legendary speller.
Because you spell part English and part Russian.
It's in the world of by itself, it's my own spelling.
But you're a
There-
painter, so you don't have to write
Yeah,
words.
exactly. I have excuse.
Yeah.
All right, tell us about your museum a little bit. Your museum.
The
Tell us
gallery.
about your gallery called Museum.
It's not conventional, and I don't follow rules.
Good.
Yeah. And it's been actually popular. I'm very grateful for that. It's a lot of work.
And you own it by yourself, right?
Well, it's a family owning, but I take care of everything. Yeah, I let the artists be artists and veer away from anything to do.
Is
with
it a big
paper.
space?
It's a very big space.
Because
and it
that
has a
area
yard-
has a lot of big space where
Yeah.
you're located.
And it has a yard in the back that she
That's
does
nice,
events.
yeah.
And her father is doing restoration
Yeah.
next door. So
That's-
tell us
Well, that's
about
how
him too.
I need to eat. So does my 4-year-old son, Sammy. I love you. And so I joined I joined my entire family. Completely removed myself from the gaming industry, which I was involved in for like 10 years. And they always told me, my family, don't be an artist. Just don't do anything with art, please. And I obviously couldn't help it. And it just
So how
flourished
long
from
ago
there.
did you open Museum?
2009.
Oh, so you've been there a while.
Yeah, I mean, I took a hiatus to be pregnant and to sleep and eat and raise my son, most importantly. But
So it's sleeping around.
yeah. So yeah, and then I came back full force, and I curated incredible shows I'm proud of, and my whole entire reason to do this, which I kind of suck at selling art, period, but that's not the reason. It's to I looked at my mom's art and I thought, oh, you're kind of talented. So I
She's
needed.
a wonderful artist.
She really is. And the more I grew up, I guess you could say, the more I appreciated, where she came from. My God. I can't even imagine being 16 or 17, coming from an entire different country, but knowing what you wanted to do since you were a little girl, and then establishing yourself here, but you're still establishing yourself here. And that's insane.
All right, so you know what? Before we go any farther,
Yeah.
give the address of
Sure.
the museum so people know. I mean, I know where it is.
Yeah, just don't come whenever you want, but you could call 323-979-3136, and it's at 4817 West Adams Boulevard.
So you only see a show by appointment?
Well, I work next door, but you're welcome to come anytime. It's
Okay.
just that I have to run, and I'll get the door, and then I'll tell them to just give me a second, and I'll turn the lights on. That's
Very
it.
good, because the next door is the restoration part.
Yeah.
That her father does.
But yeah, come
was
anytime,
done.
really, from
And
11
but
to
you
5.
have shows and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have what's coming up? Do you know?
June 17th, Sam Kleberger, he is one of the original gangsters in the art world, I think, from the Cal Arts teachers, before it was really Cal Arts. And my mom's life changed, I think, for the better because of the workshop that he has every Tuesday with live models, nude figure drawing. And my mother, she not collected, I don't know, she became friends with many incredible people and very human people and very talented people. And I think that group is,
Aren't they an older group?
yeah,
Which is great.
yeah, and I think Sam and his buddies, they're so sweet, and I want to give a proper shout out to
Perfect.
them and what they do.
I mean, if there's any galleries or anything that you want to say their work is at too, you're welcome to do that.
Oh, I
They will come to her gallery.
I know.
to see
I
it.
got that. I
Yeah.
got that.
no, I just wanted to just say thanks and honor Sam and Charles Swenson, who's a great artist. He's gonna
Okay,
help
come
me.
up to your mic.
Charlie Swenson, he's a great artist as well.
Chuck's.
Chuck, Charlie, Chucky. He's going to help me curate the show because I just want Sam and his buddies to have a good time.
And how long will that show be up?
A good 3 to 4 weeks. I'm planning on doing something special, but June 17th at night is going to be the
From what
opening,
time
the
to what
reception.
time?
I think about from 5 to 10, like a long one.
Oh, it's a big.
They do, and they have a backyard, and
Yeah.
there is sometimes food there because it's.
I'm putting that on my
yeah.
calendar. I will be there.
Good.
It's so. I can't just explain it, but I feel like I've known you.
Me?
Yeah, for some reason that just
Oh.
keeps coming through to me.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Then
no,
you
it's a
feel
wonderful
comfortable.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
My background from my family is all from Russia.
Oh, okay. I'm a Jew. And
So am I.
There you
You-
go.
everyone
That's
is
it.
We
That's all
are.
you need to know.
Everyone.
But that doesn't make you a good or bad person. It just
It makes me an incredible person.
yes.
My Jewness. Mama, chime in.
All right, Mom.
Okay,
you
so
want
now
to
we'll talk
introduce her.
to. Before we
Oh,
we
sorry.
forget, can you say your website you didn't mention?
Sure. It's www. Well, obviously, MUZ is in zebra, EUMM.com.
Okay, very good. And now we'll go to the mother, Lena Moross. And it's actually, I
No rocking.
want to tell you that it's a wonderful event for me to have the Let's Talk Art with Elena once a month. Because, I invite usually, because of the problem of finding the place, I've learned my lesson. So I invite the people first to come to my place. And we ride together so that nobody gets lost, and because it's next to the airport, but it's in the back, etc. So this way, so it's a whole event. We come, we talk first, and then we talk in the car. So it's a wonderful feeling. So the TV and radio show starts like an hour before, 2 hours before, and it's a wonderful
Yes.
feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to get to know all these artists and to talk to them and to learn. So it was a wonderful morning to spend with Mishelle and Lena, and now here they are on the show. And we'll get, just before I get Lena, I forgot to say in the beginning of the show, because I'm also very active with the Hollywood Arts Council, and the Hollywood Arts Council has a children event on June 3rd in the Chermoya School, which is the school in Hollywood, and all the children, 5th and 6th grade or whatever grade, are invited. There will be a lot of artists showing the art, there will be performance of music, and there will be artists showing there too. So just this is a little plug-in, but now we go to Lena Moross, and she will tell you a little bit about herself, which was wonderful to hear. And then we'll ask her more questions of what she told me. It was amazing. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Lena.
My education was in St. Petersburg. My art education, so was my birth. And I came when I was 17, no English. Full of ideas and in love with Dostoevsky. So it was a tragic
Dostoevsky.
case of...
And how did you get out of
upbringing.
Russia?
I came with my parents. We
Okay.
had
good.
invitation. Yes. And I went to design center for a year, which was one of my teachers was Peter Lashkov, and Peter Lashkov is some of the his teachers were old group of artists to whom I go to now to workshop, to drawing classes, so it's kind of like continuation, and I'm very happy about it. So from there I went to CalArts, and I have degree from CalArts. And then I became a mother, became a wife, and mother. And then my daughter was grown, and I can get back to being an artist full time. So that's what happened about, I would say, 10 years ago.
Your artwork is amazing.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Thank you. I never stopped painting, but I decided to concentrate on my career now.
And it's taking off.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I'm professional. I can't just do it, for my enjoyment.
Very good. And it, as I said, it was really interesting to talk to both Mishelle and Lena this morning to learn more about them, because I was fascinated by Mishelle and her project with the gallery and the beautiful parties that she had. By the way, she had a beautiful party for Debbie Cable. You remember we had
Yeah,
Debbie
I
Cable?
love Debbie Cable.
They had Debbie Cable on her in a gallery.
I
She
wish I
just-
would have known about that then.
Yes, yeah.
Are you going to have her back?
Whenever she'd like.
Yeah, she. By the way, Debbie Cable. So let me. She has a show this Friday in downtown. You should look Debbie Cable on Facebook to learn. It's one of the theater. It's a wonderful place. I can look it up on my phone later and tell you the name of the place. But she will have a Friday night a show starting at like 9, and they go till the middle of the night or whatever. And it's really interesting to see her. It's a 3D. Anyhow, Becky, going back to Lena, her art was amazing. So Mishelle told me about her mother, and Lena had a show in the brewery last year. And I went to, and it was hard to find the exact location till I found it. And then I saw it was amazing, beautiful nude picture, but big and beautiful and very expressive with colors, which I like because it's expression. And it was wonderful. So we got to talk to her a bit, and today was wonderful. We talk a lot about Lena and her project in painting. She told me about Carmine, and she said to me that she will talk about Carmine with one of her projects. So tell us a little bit more about Carmine.
Well, I met Carmine. It's very cliche on the corner of La Brea in Hollywood, and here I see a man or a woman, a man in drag, and totally oblivious of his projection to surrounding. And I come up to him and ask and tell him that he looks wonderful. That's how we became friends. As simple as that. And he's older guy. He's 72, big, tall, and overweight a little, but with very gentle demeanor. And I was totally taken out by him. And if before I would use a lot of old photographs from my painting, here I see somebody alive and very colorful. So I asked him if I can take photographs from him and paint. And he totally agreed. He absolutely loved it.
And they're on your website. They're amazing.
Yes. and
I love your artwork. I love that type of artwork that you paint.
Thank you. And I would stage photograph and paint from them. And that's how it all began. And I devoted 2 years of my life painting him. And
2 whole years to just painting him.
Yes.
Wonderful.
You have a whole collection of him.
Yes.
Yes.
On the website, there is a
Yeah.
Carmine button. Yes.
And the show was called For the Love of Carmine because I loved him. And
You're still in touch with him.
of course.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, yeah. And that's,
Did you have it at your daughter's gallery?
Yes, I did
did, I saw
the
that.
opening at Mishelle. Yes.
That was my big, just because I was working towards the big one all
Come
these
up to your
years.
mic a little bit.
I was working
There
towards
you
the
go.
big one.
Can you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
All these years to present my mother's artwork, and the way she curated it, I think, or she hung it up was so awesomely not conventional, and it was like, I don't know, like tastefully gaudy, can I say?
Well, I am gaudy.
But it just looked amazing. And
When did you do this show?
October?
Oh, so it's just this
October.
year
Yeah.
or last year?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lots of things came
Now,
up.
did you sell some stuff from that?
Not much, but a buzz was enormous. It was in the city, this catalog, this magazine.
Time Out magazine.
Art in
Yeah.
LA.
Magazine?
Time Out.
Time Out.
Time Out Art.
What?
The long
So you
one.
got a lot of press from it.
press and
Yeah. And an
Visual
art talk
arts.
from it. Another art talk. And tribute.
art talk on KCRW.
Oh,
So
good.
he also-
Yeah. Oh, and a Grammy book spread.
Oh, and because of that, something else happened. People from Grammy Awards came to me.
Well, the advertisers for the program, they said, well, do you want, we're going to start putting artwork in our books for advertising instead of only musicians or cruises. And I said, okay. So
And I couldn't believe it because, Carmine is cross-dresser and he's cross-gender, transgender, and they wanted him. So I wanted to make sure they really understand what they're into. They said yes. So they advertised me full double page.
Wow.
And I was very, very happy. I mean, kudos for them. It was
very good.
a bit
So we have
brave.
in common because I've done clothes that were into the Grammy and to the Oscars. So very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
What are you working on now?
Now it's about Japanese theater, which is not traditionally, culturally Japanese. It's their take on European Western operetta. This theater exists in Japan for 100-some years. All the roles played by women. They impersonate men, heroes, warriors, and princesses. It's totally bizarre for Western eye thing, but it's absolutely amazing. And when I was a little girl, I saw a documentary about this theater. It's totally mesmerized me, and I was obsessed with this, I think, all my life. And when I discovered photographs during many years, decades, about the actresses, I decided here's the time. I have to get rid of it from my system, get exercise.
So when are you going to do the show for this?
I'm planning fall in October again.
So how did you contact the Japanese? Tell us about it, the theater, and how did they accept you? And
They did accept them. I don't ask them. I just I just have photographs from files from
what is
internet.
this called?
Takarazuka.
Takarazuka.
And Grammys again picked up the painting from this series. So I'm
excellent.
very happy about that also.
So you have a good relationship with the people who do the Grammy magazine.
I don't know. I feed them. I serve them vodka. So
I didn't serve you vodka. I have a lot of vodka at home, and I do my own vodka because.
you do.
Yeah, because
you are my competition then.
Yeah, she does. You do it with the cherries and all this stuff.
Oh
or
no! I do different. I do a different.
So you
story.
make your own vodka?
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
recipe was brought from Russia?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
infused vodka.
I do infused vodka.
But I purify it first.
You purify. So we have to talk about the details
No,
because I've been doing for a long
Yeah, but
time.
not publicly because then
Yeah.
it's it's going
Polish
to be-
Russian Jew here.
Yes, yes. And
Vodka
we
talk.
had my parents were in Russia during World War II, and my mother said we had to drink vodka just to keep warm. So it was like at home there was no age group or anything. There was vodka on the table.
So what's your excuse now?
Just now to have fun, and I love it. It's really the vodka is the one drink that I like, and especially the infused.
All
So
right, when you come back, I can't drink vodka. I'm definitely allergic to it. But you can bring some for Richard. Real
Richard.
the
vodka.
Richard,
Okay, all
Or
right.
I'll come get it. I know where you live.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll give
come
you
get
some
it.
after we come back because it's a wonderful day. So we meet the people before, and then we talk in the car, and then we have lunch here.
Yeah, then I'm in the dark. I don't meet them till they get here.
Yeah, but and then afterwards, so we come back to my place. I'll give you some vodka of my own vodka.
Oh, so you can tell the difference between yours and Dr. Robbie's. A little competition, vodka competition here.
I loved also
That
all the
would be
vodka.
fun to see.
Yeah, I like the vodka taktir.
Traktir
Yeah.
compared to me is nothing.
Okay.
Oh,
so
she's
very
really-
They
good.
stole my recipes. They
Listen
do.
to her voice. She's
Yeah.
talking about vodka. Her whole voice and body
Yeah.
language changes.
Yeah, but they have. You do with all the fruit. I do with.
No, I don't do with fruits.
With what do you do with the horseradish?
Horseradish,
Just-
dry porcini,
All right, stay in front of your
rosemary. Rosemary. No,
Well, don't give out your secrets.
No, of course I'm not. You know.
Yeah, it just tells
What
me what
she-
she's infusing it.
I'm
with.
infusing with water, but there is lots of little secrets I keep.
You better keep.
I do the infusion with fruits with different. I ferment the cherry first, like to vishniak.
Vishня.
Yeah,
Okay.
vishniak.
Shlivovets.
Slivovac.
All right, we're
yes.
gonna. Are we going to
Okay.
break?
Break,
Is that
we're
the
going to
music?
break.
Okay, see
We're
how
going
we
to
get
break
from
with a
with
high of
vodka.
the vodka.
Okay, from art to vodka, you can see we cover everything on
She
this
smuggles
show.
salami too.
Oh, I tried
Uh-oh.
to smuggle salami
All right,
from
all right.
Poland, and I
Listen to your
got caught.
voices. You're so excited.
I'll
You don't
tell you
talk
how
like
to
this
do
about
it.
art.
In newspaper
No.
to wrap it.
No.
You got a lot to talk about. We
okay.
got to talk about art though when we come back.
Okay.
What art?
Your art. All
Vodka.
right, come on, everybody. We got to take a break. This is Lena's Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live. Honestly, I don't know what we're coming back to talk to. Salami, vodka, art, I don't know. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. This is Lena's Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Oh, welcome back to Lena's Beauty Talk and more. That was just different music. I wasn't used to this. Oh, you know
Well,
what
she
I'm
wanted for
thinking
the
about
Russian.
is Ruslan and Frank Fetta. Is this music from one of their shows? A big shout out to both of them. I have been thinking about them lately. I had to try and reach out to Ruslan. He was another one. He came here. He is Russian. He's a very famous cellist that came here, and then they had a show. They were regular guests on my show.
Wow.
And now his quartet is traveling all over. But he actually started the Glendale Orchestra, and that happened because he was so drunk on vodka.
No, don't mind them.
Yeah.
So that must have reminded Richard of all this. Yeah, it's something with Russians and vodka. They do their best work on vodka.
Yes.
So do you have a little vodka before you paint?
No. Never.
Yeah.
But once I got really drunk because I was trying to create new
Vodka?
vodkas, and you have to taste, and you taste, and you taste, and then you are smashed. So, I learned my lesson.
And you're a mom and a grandma.
Yep.
Oh, a smashed grandma.
Yeah, smashed grandma.
She's a fun grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, up to your mic. Come on.
Oh,
Sit up straight up to your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can. Now
Oh.
you can. You can hear the difference when you talk into your mic and you don't.
Well, we share a love together, and it's the movie Anti-Mame. And I always thought that my mother will be that Rosalind Russell character with my son, and it's happening. It slowly
Very
is
good.
happening.
You create what you want in your life.
Exactly.
She's taken
create-
him to art shows. So far, a couple, right?
Can he draw? I mean, can you tell yet if he had 4?
He could draw a minion pretty well. It's just this character for the kids like, but yeah, he could draw. I think he could draw really well for being 4 years old. I think he
So
has a
got-
sense of humor.
So he got all the genes from the grandmother. and
I hope not.
grandfather?
Now your dad is in. Is
He's
he
a
in art?
restorer.
So he
Art
restores
restoration,
art
yeah.
restoration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. The things that come inside our studio it could be 17th century Danish old master, or it could be contemporary Damien Hirst with a little nick on it. Anything.
That restoration is like kind of
It's a
dying. I mean, you have to be amazing to
He
do
is.
that. Yeah, your dad must be
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Patience, he's a saint. We call him a saint. To be with us, that's one thing, but then to have patience to do restoration,
because it's tiny little things.
sometimes
usually.
it's big, but it
But
has
yeah.
to be perfect, and it can't. You have to keep the dignity of the original artist and the work, and we do it where everything is reversible, which is very. I think it's. Oh, how do you say it?
It's very
I'm grateful
particular.
for that. That's how we
Now,
do it.
do you have that gene in you, like your dad?
The patience? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What do you say? Do I have patience?
You do. I don't.
My mother does not.
Yeah, so
Usually
here we
it's
should-
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about daughter, so here you have the
I do.
Yeah.
I was going to do it a little bit later, but we
Okay,
can
done.
do it now. It's fine.
okay.
Up straight. Come on. You're so pretty.
Yeah.
Now you look really pretty.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm growing up having a mom like, an artist. I mean, that's not every kid has a mom that's an artist.
No.
Was it? Because it was
Tell
different.
me. I would like to know about your experience.
Well,
It better be good.
I knew about
Yes.
I knew about, for example, I would say about 6 years old, my mother would come inside and she'd just like expose me to weird SHRT. And she'd play this movie called Eraserhead by David Lynch. And it was like a lady, I remember the scene very well. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Right.
I was like
Everything is
7
okay.
years old.
Yeah.
There was this weird looking lady singing some weird songs. Now I know
In
it's
English?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm in love with this band called the Pixies that also sing a version of In
I know the
Heaven.
Pixies.
In heaven, everything is fine. Anyway, she was stepping on these giant sperms, and that's David Lynch for you. But and then she.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. It's
I
cute.
had the cook, the thief, his wife, her lover, right? So there's this body
Peter
that
Greenaway.
Peter Greenaway, yeah.
I take my daughter to see this movie.
Which is great.
How old are you?
10 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, whenever there's like I was really young and there was like sexy parts, she'd look at me and she's like, turn around. And I turn around. And then and she'd get really pissed if I just like kind of veer away and look, and she'd turn around. And I'd turn around, but that hardly ever happened because I would just be embarrassed to look at it if my mom saw that I was looking at it. So forget it. And but then the noises started. So then she'd cover my ears.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh gosh,
But look how good you turned out.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But look how
I'm
close
all right.
you are. I mean, you're very.
Sometimes too close. But
What
I
does
think
that mean?
sometimes too close, meaning, after I moved out, I don't know what that means. Forget I said
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you live together.
When you live
sometimes
together,
it's
you
not
are
so-
too close. You know
sometimes-
each
Yeah.
other habits too well.
Yeah. But it's not
But you
a.
have a babysitter at home.
Yeah,
I
she's
ain't
a
a
grandma.
babysitter.
She is a grandma. She is not a babysitter. She ain't no grandma. But
You wouldn't want her to be.
It just doesn't make it doesn't. It's not right. It doesn't even feel right.
Right.
Yeah. She's
yeah.
your grandma. Okay.
She's
She's a special grandma.
she's Auntie Mame, Auntie Lena. Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, she's her own person.
yeah. But my son,
Loves her.
my son is incredible because of all three of us. I think. Yeah. Well, he has empathy. He's a good guy. The rest of who cares? Who cares? Yeah.
If
Right.
a person has empathy, it's the most.
He's
and if
so
he got
sweet.
the genes from
Yeah.
her and he will be painting, it will be great.
I will make sure he'll get rid of it.
He has
will get
incredible ear and rhythm.
Oh,
Incredible.
so maybe he'll be in the music industry.
Fine.
It's so funny because you said you sure. My daughter is also an artist and she actually is a
Are you
photographer.
talking to your mic,
She's
too?
a photographer and she does wonderful photography. And one time I told her, you got the genes from me. She wanted to kill me. No, I'm my own person, It's not that you got... they want to be their own people. They don't want to say that they
Yeah.
got it from anyone.
But, growing up in school with your mom an artist, I mean, should she bring and paint things for you, to show
Well,
and tell and all
it was difficult because going back to my grandfather and my whole Jewish upbringing, I went to Jewish private school.
Oh, okay. So that's
my whole
very
life.
different.
Yeah, very different. And
So you speak Hebrew then?
I could read and write Hebrew.
Okay.
But I was going to Jewish private school as as an only child with a single mother. So many of the years I was ostracized, and they treated my mom like crap. And
So your mom and dad are divorced?
oh,
Or no?
Not
my
her
biological father.
biological.
Oh, okay.
This guy is my dad, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
I've
I
known him
got it.
forever. But yeah, I mean, but my biological father. So, but they were together. They're together already for 25 years, and I guess I am that old. But
Okay, up straight. Come on.
I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah. So
Going to
Jewish private
schools.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd hustle. She'd make some kind of a mural or some kind of art project, something, so she could get a discount or scholarship in every school that I've went to, just so I could have a safe, good education, because that's what was told to her. And my grandfather helped, of course. And but I had chess classes, I had singing classes, acting classes,
Oh, how wonderful.
every class you could think of. And she would make sure that she'd not only make sure that I'd take these classes, but because I wanted to, but she'd she'd do set design or whatever for some acting class, so I could get in there.
Oh my God, Michelle! I'll
Remember?
feed you today.
What?
You're looking nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's always nice when they come on my show.
Well, we'll come up very many times probably because you're I'm just kidding.
No. But I mean, you had to be a great mom. You can just feel it in you. You have that passion, and the passion to paint always kind of relieves your stress too.
Yeah. When people paint, they're more expressive. So
Well, thank God I have this. I have two passions: painting and cooking.
so you
you're
didn't
a
tell us
cook,
about
too.
cooking. When can we come for the piroshki and the pirogi and the vareniki?
I did have a pop-up supper club
Yeah.
Oh, when is that?
when I didn't have grandson.
Well, the grandson is already on his own. You can
now
have it again.
I have
You
to
can
start
come
it.
and do it in my kitchen.
I have to start it again, and also I hire myself during summertime as a private cook.
Excellent. I
And
love
that's
Russian
how I
food.
travel.
Very good.
And get room and board for free.
And usually I stay in chateaus and castles.
Are you
and
doing that this summer?
I'm fishing for it. I have to.
Well, people
know.
will hear it maybe on the show, and they will call you.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't
Tell us-
charge. I don't charge. I
Just-
don't charge for my
Cooking?
cooking or tickets. I just need
Place to
fabulous how you say,
Place to
board
stay.
place to stay, and usually it is.
Oh, excellent.
And,
so,
And so do you go for 2 months?
No. I go for 2 weeks.
excellent.
Yeah.
So, will you cook
And
and
we
eat my
rest.
kitchen good enough for you?
Sure, darling. It's
Yes.
good enough. I already checked.
You
It's good
checked?
enough.
Oh, your
yeah.
kitchen is beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Okay,
good.
I'm coming.
So we'll create. So you'll do vareniki.
No. I don't do these things.
No
You do
more.
American?
It's very difficult. No, I don't do.
Galopti.
Galupti I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I go to France, I don't cook French.
Yeah.
I'm smart,
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
cook French with.
With
So
French
were you
people.
always an amazing cook?
No, I wasn't. It started with me about 20 years ago after I read something.
What did you read? Tell us.
I read books, travel books and cookbooks by M.F.K. Fisher. It's a lady writer. She was praised by famous writers and Truman Capote and Auden. And
So do you read a lot?
Yeah, I do.
I can see.
Yeah, and I was absolutely mesmerized by her literature, her writings, and she writes about food. And that's when I began to salivate, and it's became my passion. And I learned, and sometimes I have gigs here now. Sometimes I have to cook every day.
For your grandson? And
No, for people. I have a kitchen in my studio too. And,
Excellent. I didn't
So where's
know.
your
this is
studio?
Another perk.
at the same place where
In
the
the-
gallery is.
Oh,
On
you're all
Adams.
in the one area.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's big. I have my own.
Yeah,
little
it's a big
space.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, everything around there is big. And it's one of the few places that has big buildings and big.
Yes.
And my
backyard.
paintings are big too.
Yes.
Yes, and they're beautiful paintings.
They're beautiful. I can't wait to
Yes.
see them in person.
Well,
I-
come, I'll feed you.
I will come.
Oh, that's what you see. I said that when you go to the museum gallery, there is always food there, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize, but it was barbecue and other things.
Really?
And yeah. That when Debbie had the show.
When
Oh,
Debbie,
yeah.
when Debbie, it was her thing. But in at Michelle's openings, I always do 4 things for sure.
What do you do?
Which is boiled little potatoes,
I love
black-
potato. We start with kartoffel. Every
kartoffel,
kartoshka.
kartoshka,
Yeah.
bread, black bread, pickles, and vodka.
Oh,
And that's
what
it.
is-
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
this
Richard
is-
and I will definitely be there.
I'm sorry. I'll be in.
You feel like pulling the mic out?
Yeah, this is the time that there will be Art Basel. I'll be in.
Well, take me
Basel,
with you
Switzerland.
to Basel.
Okay.
I
Well,
would
then you
love
can't
it.
cook here.
Yeah.
I'll cook at Basel.
At Basel, we'll cook for all the people in Basel.
Well, connect somebody. I would love to travel.
I go-
I would love to go to Ireland. By the way,
Ireland?
Ireland.
Oh.
Okay, I go to all the art, not all the, but big art show around the world. I go to Art Basel, Miami every year. This is
That's
a
very
must.
good.
Miami is a must. It's,
Yeah.
it's
Do you
a
ever
whole week.
do you ever show your art in any of those?
This time I submit a couple of works for
which one?
Basel.
Basel, did
Yeah.
you get in?
Not yet. I don't know. I'm waiting for not this one probably.
I see.
But
Which one? Art Basel or Art Basel Miami?
Art Basel Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Art Basel Miami is a wonderful thing.
I know.
I really recommend. I go every year.
But I can't go. I can't just send my work. I have to be represented by gallery.
yeah, you can know. Yeah,
Okay, your daughter, you have a gallery. Oh,
I don't know what to do.
No, well, I can
It
set
costs
you up
money.
there. It costs
yeah.
money.
It does
Yeah,
cost
well,
money.
It's
I don't have that.
unbelievable.
It's very expensive.
Is
yeah,
it?
Well, in the convention center, it's already unbeatable. It's like $250,000.
Yes.
for
you know,
a
you're not
booth.
talking into your
A
mic.
quarter of
Nobody's
a
going to
million
hear
dollars
you.
for a booth, but it's the convention center. But there are so many annexes. There is Scope Miami, and there is Art Miami, and there is River Miami, and there are so many others. You can get in touch with some of them, and they will show you not for that price that the convention center. The convention center is just unbelievable.
I just want to be an artist and
Yeah.
show my work there. I
So
can't,
there are
hustle.
so many places, and you can. Scope probably is not so expensive. Scope has few places, and there are a lot of different events, and they have like a huge. Have you been to Art Miami? Basel?
Never.
Okay, it's a wonderful thing. I love it. Every
But
And
I
when
always-
is it?
I
You go
follow
every
it.
year.
Yeah, in December. You know.
Oh, it's in
yeah,
December. So you got some time.
Yeah, it's the beginning of December. It just starts after Thanksgiving. So last year I went for Thanksgiving to my son in Washington D.C., and from there I went to Miami, and it is just wonderful. It's like a whole week, and you walk 10 to 12 hours a day non-stop to see art, and it's so wonderful, and you see things from all over the world, and an amount that there always are things that are just wonderful there. And there are so many parties and after parties and in this party, and basically you have to choose where to go. You can't go everywhere. And a lot of the private collectors in Miami open their houses to show their art, which is wonderful.
Oh, so that's a way to get in.
yes.
You could cook in a private
Yeah.
house.
Well, yes, that's why I'm talking about it.
Very
So
good.
it'll happen now. It'll happen.
I want
But
to.
let's create in my place a cook and art one.
The cook, the
one,
thief.
Yes.
Oh, that
yes,
would be very fun.
Yes.
And you might meet some
And-
connections through Dr. Robby.
Yeah, so it will be
Oh,
wonderful.
you did
so
now.
what I do?
Okay, we got to get. We're just talking chit chat. Let's
Yeah,
take this back somewhere.
So let's talk. When we have the reception in my place, we have once a month. I said in July, we have July 17 and July 30th. I usually do it with other organization, with other groups, so we can do cooking for them. We can even raise some money to do donation to something and things like
But
that.
also, I don't do only cooking. I create like show
A
also.
theme?
A
Oh,
theme,
that
a
will-
show. It's not
that will
just
be-
cooking. It's
that
just
will be
That's even
wonderful.
better.
And what I do is I always, when I have a reception, in the garage we set some places for other artists because in
I
my
have an
place
idea.
there is no place for somebody else. Every inch is taken.
Every inch and more.
Yeah.
I mean, he's even got stuff on the top of his garage.
Yeah, I go everywhere. But here we see now on the screen, like what I've done lately is like I've
Your
done
favorite
the
painting?
hat, the matching tie, the matching tie, the jacket. I do all matching. I did a clock.
You're doing a vest for me.
I'll do a vest for you. For the what is it? The share.
The share event
It's
that
a
I've
share
been
event on
invited
the
to.
20th
Yeah.
of May. So we do a lot of things there.
I have an amazing idea. Can I
Yes,
just
go ahead.
interrupt? Maybe this summer, you can come when you get back from touring, wherever you're going to do. You'll come in and bring a couple pieces of your artwork that are smaller that would fit in this room, and we can do a little cooking on the table. We'll have cooking on the table, and you can actually talk about your artwork with it.
with the food
With
and
the
art.
food
Oh,
being
that's
here.
my thing.
And you
Food
can
and
bring
art.
some vodka for Richard and whoever else
Well,
comes
we'll
on.
all
the-
drink the
we'll all
vodka.
drink-
You
no,
don't.
I
drink.
don't drink, but
Yeah.
everybody else. And I think it would be really fun
Yeah, let's
to do a whole.
Richard,
Art.
I know how to brag
Richard,
you.
pick out
No.
your
Yeah.
pull out your mic.
Yeah.
Talk.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
like
let him-
Say that again.
No,
Okay.
I know how to brag you now.
bribe you
Bribe you now.
with vodka.
You could brag later.
Yeah.
And brag.
Yeah.
Bribe you.
That's
Yeah.
all I need to hear.
Alrighty.
we
I'm
all
already
love-
bribed.
Okay.
You'll have it.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
be
bribed.
Have
your
you ever
favorite
had
customer.
homemade vodka
I'm
before?
bribed, soon to be imbibed.
Have you ever had homemade vodka before?
No, I haven't.
You
You
will.
never had vodka in my place? I do my own vodka too.
I've had vodka, but not at your place either.
No,
How about
okay.
that? Really? I was surprised to hear that. And I'm Richard Carr.
Yeah. The producer.
No, engineer for Elena's Beauty Talk More. Elena's the producer. She's, in fact, the executive producer. I merely run the board. But
And a
that
lot
said,
more.
thank you very much. But that said, no, I've not had that. And
So
I
you
didn't.
have to come
I did
again.
not even know that there were people in L.A. brewing their own vodka.
Oh, infusing vodka.
Can we talk about how that happens? Is that
Yeah.
potatoes? How do
well,
you?
vodka is
okay.
not potatoes. We'll talk
Wait,
about
wait.
it.
We
Let's
can. I mean,
let's
this
get
is
hung up
all
on the
art.
vodka conversation for a
Yeah.
minute.
It's fine. This show goes anywhere.
So, do you guys brew the vodka at
We-
home with
we-
potatoes? How's that happen?
No. We get the vodka usually and we infuse it with different
Okay.
things.
Well,
Well,
Alright, very
that's
good.
the thing, the difference. You infuse, I also purify it first.
How do you purify?
I'm not
Tell
going to
us.
say.
You're not going to say. We'll just try. But she does the horseradish and the hard one. I
The
do
best
the
one
sweet.
is
Rosemary.
dill, garlic, and porcini. Dried
Does it
porcini.
taste that much different?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
And
yeah.
there is
Wait.
one thing more which I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
There is two things I do.
Okay, we'll
That she's
try.
not
So
gonna say.
can you
Well,
imagine-
wait. Michelle expressed a personal preference. I hear you. Did I hear you say rosé vodka?
No, I
Rosemary.
said rosemary.
Oh, rosemary
Rosemary.
vodka.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
yes.
smells divine.
And,
And I tasted it.
More
does
than
that
once?
flavor the
The
taste
flavor,
of the vodka?
and I have
I
a
think so.
rosemary bush in my sculpture garden.
Perfect. Keep it.
Okay, I can give you as much rosemary as you want today. After we come back, after the lunch and after the whole
It's
ritual.
not. It's not good exchange. You give me rosemary, I'll give you a bottle of vodka.
No, you
You guys are so serious
Yes.
about your vodka.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it's a
vodka
serious
is-
business.
yes. It's also art. It's part of the art.
It
it's
is
part
part of the
creation.
artwork.
I'll create labels.
Okay.
Are
fine.
you
I
an
create
artist then?
labels.
Yeah.
You can create one with the gentleman.
Okay.
With
With
Carmine.
Carmine.
Carmine. Yes.
That would be a pretty
Will-
Carmine
label.
vodka.
Carmine vodka. What flavor will Carmine be?
It's going to be yours. It's cherries, sour
Cherries.
cherry. Yeah.
Okay. I so as I do the.
So you put like cherries and
well, I- what-
rosemary and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I do, I first of all make the vishniak,
Vishnya.
which you take the cherries with
Get a
sugar.
couple of juice together. They talk business
Yes,
immediately. It's horrible.
Yeah. So we do the cherries with sugar, and when the cherries are in season, I go
This
to
is
the
more
market.
interesting.
Yeah, I go to the market and I get the very soft cherries. I take some of the pizza out, but not all of them. Do you take all the pizza out for
Pizza?
What about Pete's?
I'm hungry.
Pete's.
Pizza, at the Pete.
Okay.
What about black currant?
Two
I've
foreigners.
done black.
I heard pizza too. I thought we were going to have pizza and vodka. What the
yeah,
heck?
well, you can come with us to eat.
Pizza infused vodka. What
Yes.
the heck, you know? Can we get some of that?
Let's get back to art.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
what you want to get? Yeah.
Yes. So
All
tell
right,
us more
but-
what on your
Wait,
heart.
We're not done with vodka. One more question.
one more question.
I mean, how often do you have to make it? I mean, how do you make batches of it, or
Yeah,
Batches,
well,
yeah.
when
Make
people-
batches?
yes.
Yeah.
so?
Well,
How
people
many
drink it a lot.
batches in a bottle?
Uh,
I mean, how many bottles can you get out of
well,
a batch?
I also collect beautiful bottles.
So do I. You
for
have to
vodka.
Yes, you
it
have
has to be not in bottles.
Aesthetic
it has to be
whores.
in
Crystal ball bottles.
Exactly.
Yes, we have the same thing. Yes.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I collect beauty. I have the best collection of bottles. So you make vodka in big buckets, you infuse, and then you.
Well, you don't
Put
make
it
it
in
in the
bottle.
bathtub?
No.
I'm not that big
hilarious.
yet.
Yeah, that's rot gut vodka. Elena, you can tell she's not a drinker. Hey, one of our Twitter listeners tweeted me.
No.
Is that the right phrase?
Yes, he
Yeah.
tweeted you.
Tweeted me, or tweeted me,
Don't
really.
say
Tweeted.
plotted.
Tweeted me.
Okay.
What's the likelihood you have some vodka in your trunk? And that was me tweeting
None.
that. All right, back to you live in the studio.
Had we known that all this, well, you know what? I know where they live. I can stop by and pick up a bottle.
And Richard, next time you come, tell me to give you vodka. You know, you came up a time that were hundreds of people there, so there was no time to talk to you. But next time,
Do you have any
come,
at home now?
Sure I
Well,
do.
then you can give me some to bring to him
I'll
next
bring you,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Why don't I just drive up after the show and let Greg do his own show today?
Yeah,
I
come
don't
on.
feel
only
like that.
kidding. I'm
Thank
only
you.
joking.
I'll
Very
bring
good.
you some next week. I'll go to somebody's
More
house.
about-
Whenever you
more
can,
about
not that
vodka.
necessary. But I
Now
I'm a
you
vodka
got
fan.
him. Now
I
you
love
got
I do
him
like vodka,
interested
yeah.
to see the difference.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
a vodka fan. I like vodka.
Richard, when I had a pop-up supper club,
I like the way you say my name. Richard. Richard.
before the dinner, it was vodka
Possibly.
buffet.
Vodka buffet. sounds-
Vodka, it
with
was
caviar?
different vodka. Sometimes it depends how much people would
Pay.
pay. But it was vodka, different kinds of vodka, and
Pickles.
herbs. Pickled mushrooms, pickled everything.
Pig
pickled
fat
and
on black bread.
and herring. So
Oh, that's my favorite. I
herring,
love
yeah.
herring.
and
Herring with
then when people got
Now I'm getting
really
hungry.
yeah.
drunk, I would open the doors to
Let them
table.
vomit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To
hopefully.
the vomit garden.
Yeah, it's or Robin.
These
Hood.
are your kind of people.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to their opening? And we'll try. We'll definitely go to
I'm
the
sorry, I'll miss the
I can
next
imagine
opening.
going,
And
but
it's
I probably
close
won't
by
remember
here.
what happened.
I'll drive.
Uber.
Oh, thank you very much.
Or I'll
okay.
drive because I don't drink.
Yeah. We all love vodka. Yeah.
Did you grow up drinking a lot of vodka then, Michelle?
No, I don't drink. Really?
You don't drink?
No.
We had vodka on the table. It wasn't a question of drinking or not drinking. It was just there.
During my teenage years, I might go out with my friends on the weekend and get wasted, but that was normal, I guess,
Yeah.
a few times, and that's my end of my drinking career.
So you didn't drink a lot of vodka growing up.
No.
Wow, that's good.
Michelle,
Yeah,
I
I
have
know.
your back.
Thank you.
I got your back. I
Thank
got your
you.
share, okay?
Yeah.
I have.
All
to
right, so that's
To the
what
break.
you. Okay, before we go to break, when I have you guys back, we'll put the different vodkas on the table and
We'll bring
some
the
over,
bottles.
and we'll have a party here for Richard
I'll bring
and
the
talk about the
pickles
vodka and, your
Yeah, the
artwork,
bl-
because that
the
would
black-
make. I love having little parties here
This would be
in the
great.
studio.
This would be nice.
It would
And
be
you'll have all
really
the
nice. And
people
I didn't
tweeting
know
you.
all this then, and we didn't know you. So it's usually the first time we have a lot of fun on this show, but the second time we just party.
Oh,
Excellent.
righty.
You know,
That
Very
sounds
good.
great.
it'll be really fun. All right, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, let's do a Mother's Day tribute to both of you, and you can do a tribute to your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Mom is
all,
very
Richard, you
important,
could
yes.
do a little tribute
Yes.
to your mom. You know, because it is Mother's Day, so most of our moms have passed, but their
No, my
memories
mother is
are
still
still.
alive, but
Still
you know,
alive?
yes.
Yeah.
How
she's
old is she?
92, not good. She's
I heard
with
her voice.
Alzheimer, and
wow.
this
My
I can
husband's
show you.
mother's still alive.
All right.
92 too.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to take a
Okay.
short break. When we come back, we will continue this conversation. So stay tuned. This is Lena's Beauty Talk and more on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk.
Let's talk art. mama. I'll always love my hey, sweet old mama.
Welcome back to Lena's Beauty Talk and more. So you think we got the talk of vodka done?
Yeah, let's talk art, and we talk about art and the art of making vodka too. It's like everything is art in the world. Just put your emotion, your love, and it becomes art. And Elena wanted that we'll talk a little bit about our mothers, because for the Mother Day, so we'll start with Mishelle. She will talk about her mother.
Mine?
Yeah, and you'll talk about you.
And
your
you
mother.
being a mother.
Both
How did
of
that
it.
change your life?
For the better, completely for the better. He's incredible. I'm obsessed. I'm in love with him. And,
We're always in love with our children.
oh my God.
Yeah.
But how did he change your life for the better?
He made me see the world. I'm basically going through life with him together. We're witnessing new things together because I was absent for a lot of my life, just because of circumstances. But I love Sammy.
He's
No,
a wonderful child.
He's
from what I've
changed your
seen.
life
Yeah.
completely.
He's so cool. Like okay. You could say that I'm biased because every mom thinks that their kid's pretty cool. No, my kid is the coolest kid, the most amazing, delicious child. And it's the truth and it's a fact. I'm not even being biased.
Very good. You will have it recorded, and you will let him hear it in 10 years when he will be rebelling against you, and you will say, "Listen, what I said about you."
Yeah,
You
I
should
could change
keep
my
about-"
mind, Sammy, anytime.
Okay.
That's
and
a cute name, Sammy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after my grandfather, who was my favorite guy.
Oh,
Yo,
they just showed a picture. It's
of
off
it.
the
It was,
camera
it
about
was
you as Sammy.
Sammy.
Yeah.
It's
Very
okay, we can
cute.
show it again.
And how
Here
old
is-
Sammy?
That's me and Sammy.
Yeah.
He's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here is a picture of him
That-
on the screen.
He was eating French fries, I believe.
Oh, this is
That was at the Peterson Museum.
Oh yes.
You like
the
car
cars?
museum.
Yeah, he was really upset that Lightning McQueen wasn't there. But
Okay.
this Disney car, but it's okay. In July, we're going to revisit. I'll talk about my mother.
Okay,
Yes,
so talk
please.
about your mother.
She's really cool, too.
That I can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I put her through hell.
Were you a rough kid?
I'm a good kid. I'm overall a really good kid, but I'm an addict. So I put her through some hard times.
What kind of addict? Drug?
Yes.
Oh, you were into drug. Okay.
Yeah, I was. It kind of did a lot. I mean, it just
So you're clean now.
yeah, but
Did your son help that?
of
or-
course,
Okay.
huge reason and help. But yeah, my mother stopped doing. My mother is a good mother, but she also was very supportive into how to help her own child get out of this mess. So
How old were you when you started down that path?
it went a while, and it lasted a while, and it's
Okay.
over now.
Good.
That's the main
Let's
thing.
just drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
Everyone
It's
likes it.
wonderful to hear success stories.
Yeah. So
Up straight. Come on.
up
So
straight.
pretty.
Close.
Oh, close. Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah. And my mom's a superhero. You're only
So
gonna
are
hear me
you.
say that once. Say that once.
And so are you a superhero, too.
Yeah. So
So this is a perfect Mother's Day story. One with a very happy ending.
yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It's not the end. There is a wonderful, wonderful job available to anybody that is a great, great manager of somebody. Like, they don't even have to work. My mom is all-inclusive, talented, wonderful artist, and you could make so much money.
You know who
By
needs it? Who
selling your
needs
art.
that? Who's a manager? Is Terry Tilton.
Well, I'll tell you a little story about Terry now. It's
Terry, we were in a show
Terry-
together a few months ago with Terry Tilton.
I'm very happy, and it's,
Is it the lady with the red hair?
Yes, the lady with the
she's
red hair.
our mutual
Wow.
friend with you,
Hi, Terry.
Lena. And when Mishelle got cleaned, it was a while ago, and I had to get back to my art, even though I never stopped. But like
Seriously get back.
seriously, yeah. And me and Terry went to, this above our hill. There is
The observatory?
no. It's closer. The Yamashiro.
Yamashiro
Okay.
restaurant.
Yamashiro restaurant, and they make markets on Thursdays.
Yes. on
okay.
Thursday,
So we went there to get a bite to it, and I was telling her what's like my frustration, and she said to me, "Lena, you have to do it. Stop talking. Do it." And that was a push.
Well,
from
now you could
Terry.
really help her.
I know, and
with
I
her
always, whenever I see her, I always thank her for that.
But she's a
She's
great
a
manager. I mean,
wonderful-
right now her husband is very ill, so it's
Yeah.
probably not the best time.
But she's a wonderful person. She did a reading for me. We had a show together here also once.
Yeah,
With
she's on my
Terry,
show a lot.
yeah.
I just had my 7-year anniversary show last week, and
Congrats.
have her if
Yeah.
her husband is not so ill and she is the caregiver, I would have invited her, but it would have meant so much organization
Yeah.
just to get her here. I didn't want to even
Well, I'm
put
very
that
happy.
burden.
She's our mutual friend.
Yeah,
Yes,
me too.
we all
but,
love her.
Yeah.
so
Me too.
yeah, I'll try and reach her later, tell her you're on the show. But she could probably help point you in the right direction.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a wonderful person.
So
I
if you
really
get a
like
knock
her.
on your door, it might be her.
Oh
She knew me
gosh.
since I was like this, like
Yeah.
Sam's
Said-
age, probably.
She
Yeah.
knows
Wow.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell. And I just talked to her last night for almost
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah. Amazing.
It is
Yeah,
amazing.
She's an amazing lady.
Small world now.
Yeah, so,
So-
we're plugging everyone. So we'll plug her as a psychic, etc. She's wonderful.
amazing. She
if
said,
anyone
that's
needs,
so funny. She
Yeah.
said, please plug me on your show today.
So you see,
this
we're
came out of
plugging-
nowhere.
yeah, so we're
I
plugging.
had no idea, Terry.
Terry-
I'm knocking on your door.
Yes,
She's an
and
amazing
sing re-
psychic.
Yeah, she's very
Amazing.
good. She did a reading for me. She did it on the phone because she's been so busy.
Mm.
But she really knows what to say and what to say and I have to let go and where not to be.
She's one of the
involved
best
with.
I've ever met, and
Yes.
I've been around that world for a long time.
Yes, so-
Her and our friend Patty.
Yeah, Patty Negri is also wonderful. Do you know Patty Negri?
Patty,
No,
no.
No, they wouldn't know
They would
Patty.
know. Okay, so we have all these people in Hollywood. They're wonderful people. So we'll plug everything. And again, for the Hollywood Arts Council, because it's very important, it's June 3rd in Chermoya High School. We'll have a wonderful day of art and music and food for all the children in the world. They are all invited to come there, Chermoya High School. There will be some parking in the church next door, but if not, take the metro and come. It will be a wonderful
It's
event.
right by Beechwood Canyon. It's right up near the. I mean, you can see the Hollywood
The
sign.
Yes, it's basically
I know this
Franklin,
Franklin.
Franklin and Beechwood in the corner. I'm sorry, we are helping. I'm helping to organize it, but I'll be in Israel and Switzerland at that time, so I won't be able to be there. But everyone is invited, and we have already some artists that
Maybe Angel can come.
I didn't talk to Angel about, but Sean is going to
Oh,
be
I like
there.
Sean.
Sean was here on one of the TV show. Also, Sean is already, and Barry Gordon already volunteered. So I have few artists that will volunteer. Whenever I'm involved, I get some other artists to be involved. I'm also involved with the Craft Museum of Los Angeles, and they had a special small house event. And we got all these artists to donate art for them, etc. So if we talk about the LA Craft Museum, they have a open house on the 27th of the month, which will be wonderful. It's free, and people will get to see all of it. On the 14th, which is the coming Sunday, they have a workshop about making mobile. So go on the website of the Craft Museum Los Angeles and see the wonderful events. And today we have a board meeting. It's a wonderful school.
All right, I want to put Michelle back on the
Okay,
mic.
Michelle.
All right, so now tell us about your event coming up, because that's not that June is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's kind of
Can
scary.
I talk a little bit about this event?
Yeah, I want
Sure,
yeah.
both of you. I didn't know
Yeah.
which one would prefer to talk.
So Chuck Swanson, he told me there is a great workshop, nude, and I come there and I see gentlemen over 70 and over 80 and even over 90s.
Wow.
And full of life, humor. I mean, just incredible artists. And most of them are very famous teachers. They were teachers in Sean Arts and in center in Otis.
Otis.
Yes, and they were teachers for my teachers. So I just want you to understand. And they are amazing people, amazing artists, and very known. And I'm there, basically queen of the ball. I'm the youngest person, I think, there, and I have my peak of the voice. So
Very
to
good.
speak. And I enjoy this time very much, and see what they paint and how they come every Tuesday. Doesn't matter how they feel, and most of
Do
them
they come
over-
to paint?
to paint,
To draw? Yeah,
to
they come
draw
to
and to
paint.
paint, and
And to
I'm,
eat my mother's soup if she
Oh,
brings
so
it.
they come to your.
What kind of soup?
I always bring food there. I always.
It's
bring
not at
soup.
your. Is at museum?
No, it's at their workshop.
It's at their workshop. Yeah.
and I decided to. They gave me a lot spiritually, and I decided to. I want to give them something too besides my soups, so we decided to make a show for their art.
Oh, so it's all there are for the people the older people that you.
Yes. The
Oh,
artists,
my
yeah.
age.
No, they're older.
They're older.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's I like that. I'd like to see that kind of people still moving, still painting, still drawing. I mean, that's so important.
And I'm in awe of them, really. It's not a charity case. They're incredible artists too, in their own rights.
And now, then everything in the gallery will be for sale. Then, right?
Oh
Sure.
yes, of course.
I mean, that's how you keep the doors open.
No.
No.
The restoration.
Yes.
The restoration.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to sell work because I have to be sincere. I have to like the work. So usually everything in the gallery I like so much that I don't want to keep it.
You don't want to sell it. I
don't-
know it's
but
hard.
but it's
you
I
can
just
sell
don't know.
Maya. You have my permission.
I will try. I try and hoard my mother's work as much as I can.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm just kidding.
So yeah, maybe at some point you'll find a salesperson to come in part time. But then it takes up
They
your
won't-
space.
Yeah, and I can't pay them.
Yeah.
The salespeople. Am I just going down?
Uh-huh.
I don't care. That's why I'm not conventional. Hey, I'm number 6.
You
in
know
Thailand.
what? If you want, we got some blank walls. Richard would let you show paintings here.
And you could have 20% of the sales.
1 or 2. Would you do that?
Yeah,
All
we can
right.
bring.
No, we'll pay him with the vodka.
Okay.
we'll pay
Yeah,
for
I
it.
don't need any cash. I just need the vodka.
Vodka.
Let's keep it real, okay? I need all the infused vodka you could bring. Actually, we have lots of great wall space here in the studio. I don't want to repaint walls, but, brick is always a very good neutral medium for featuring art pieces.
Yeah.
And, I've even got some pieces hanging around here and there. In fact,
You are an artist?
I'm a closet artist.
You see the table?
I'm still in the closet. Yeah. So stay in the closet. Is that what you're saying?
No, I like the table.
No, we like the table.
I saw her subtle nod. She's like, "Yeah,
I
stay
do
in the
like
closet."
the table.
No.
It's just
we
that
can-
sometimes we look like Indians because the red table
Yeah, it's so
comes
red.
up to
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
know,
It's
I'm
beautiful.
playing with colors,
Yeah.
and the idea was, okay, maybe if I pull a little red into the table,
It's matching the stone I gave you.
exactly,
Yeah.
it all fits in. And I thought maybe it would kind of pull some red into faces of
Very
different
good.
complexions, but
It gives
it's
life.
art.
Life.
Yeah.
I after.
But seriously,
you
if they
don't like
wanted to put
politics.
1 or 2 pieces, would
You
you
know,
be
I'm
willing?
totally serious about that. Elena, you have brought in other artists.
Right.
You remember?
And I never asked them to bring art
Right,
in.
and they bring the art, and sometimes they'll leave it. We've got several pieces
Yeah,
around here.
yeah.
Some of it's not hanging right now. One of the pieces we got from one of Dr. Robby's featured artists
Yeah.
is in our studio. It came down. I'm about to hang it back up.
Yeah.
This is an art environment, naturally. It is an
Yeah, we'll
artistic environment, naturally.
We'll do it a little
Yeah.
gallery here.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You know,
So let's
you bring vodka.
vodka
And
food,
paintings.
and paintings.
That's
All
what
right.
it-
Very
yeah.
good.
Okay.
So we'll decide.
Yeah, maybe we'll. I have a couple shows still open, and we'll talk
In
afterwards.
August.
No, I have some this month. Maybe
This
I'll
month?
bring them without. Can I
Okay.
bring them without
yes,
you?
you can bring them.
You
I just
can't
wanted
bring
to
him
be-
without Dr. Robbie.
Well, he
Come
won't be in,
on.
and he'll be in Israel, but he can come back.
You can
Yeah.
call in then.
He can call in.
You got
Okay.
your phone works in Israel, right?
Yeah, but it's this time. It's.
I'm
it's,
only joking,
Yeah,
Dr. Robbie.
it's like okay.
Yeah. I would hate to not have you here, but if
We'll work it together.
Elena
don't
will work
worry.
it out.
I'll
sure.
work it out where
Yeah.
you can get the vodka sooner, and the artwork
Jeez,
can be
will
up.
you stop saying about the vodka?
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I'll
You're making
give
me
it.
sound like an
He
alcoholic.
does. You are not an alcoholic.
Thank you.
You are
But I do
definitely.
like vodka.
Yeah, but that's after hours, and that's
Thank
on
you.
your
Yeah.
own time.
And not just me. You know, we have other shows
They have
here,
other
and,
shows
You
and
know,
some-
some folks can come in. They bring vodka.
Yeah, no,
Probably
no.
cheap rot gut vodkas.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
can
yours
show- I
can be
mean-
an outstanding vodka.
No,
and
you can
something,
show them something new.
Something I heard earlier
We'll
on
have
your
a
show
blind
is the
tasting.
bottles you put them in.
That's
You put 'em
even
in
more
special
It
exciting.
has to be a
bottles.
crystal bottle.
Of
Yes,
course,
yes,
of course.
because-
I love that
Yes.
part.
That's
in and
my
of
favorite
itself.
part too. Is the
Because there's
crystal
one thing
bottle.
about libations. It's another thing about how they're packaged.
Yeah, it's all.
And if they're
yeah.
done tastefully, especially
With the
from an
crystal.
Crystal, there I have
Bring
those.
it
I'll
back.
show.
especially
yeah.
from an artesian perspective,
Yes.
I would imagine that'd be so beautiful. I may
Yeah.
not even want to drink the vodka.
No,
Might
you
not
will.
let anybody taste the vodka. Just put it up as an art piece.
Yeah.
Picture
I
that,
don't
yeah.
know. It might walk out the door when your back is turned.
No, that never happens here. Yeah.
So we talk about vodka and the vodka. We are happy to have our mothers here, and I want to thank
Yeah, give
my
it
mother
that.
also. My mother is 92. Unfortunately, she's not completely with us, etc. But she had. She was a wonderful mother. She influenced me on a lot of things. She was a very strong woman. I told Lena and Mishelle, she was during World War II in a labor camp in Siberia, and she survived. And they say
Pull your
the
mic out.
people that survived the labor camp, you can't kill them. She's 92 years old. She doesn't take any medication. A blood test, I wish on anyone that listened to the show to be as good as hers. And she's a very strong woman. She was very opinionated. She didn't want me to do too much art because you have to study and to do, etc., which was good also because I got my degrees and it helped me in the business world, etc. But I learned from her. I remember we did a very big birthday party for her when she was 8 years old with my kids, and everyone came around. And in the speech for her birthday, I said, "You always influenced me by the thing you told me to do and by the thing you didn't want me to do. Because some of the things that you were very adamant about me not doing them, I just did them and it worked also. So it worked both ways by you telling me what to do and not to do. So really, we love our mothers and we want to thank them again for being so important in our life. My mother helped a lot in the raising of my kids. I have 2 children, wonderful children, Lena and Grant, and they really love her, and they came to go to visit her. She used to come twice a year to America and be with them and read them stories and help in raising them, and she really left a big impression on them, a lot of love, a lot of devotion, a lot of understanding, etc. My daughter always said, when I was born, my grandmother stopped smoking because she didn't want to smoke next to me. And so there was a lot of things that were very important. And as I said, the mothers are very important in our life, and we always love them and send all our love to them, all the mothers in the world.
Yay. All right. Well, somebody talk. I guess it
Yes.
has to be me.
I'd like to send
Oh, good.
a very special round of applause out to Mishelle for her honesty on our show today about your experience. You know, we actually have a show on Sundays at noon called Joy in My House, and they talk about addiction and recovery and renewal, the whole spirit of rebuilding oneself. I think you need to be a guest on that show if you're ever available Sundays at noon
Sure.
to talk about the impact that art has on a person's spirit, mind, and soul. Can you speak to that before the
Yes.
wrap up of this show? And I'll
Yes,
swing
I
it back
would.
to you guys in the studio.
That's
Very
a.
good.
Thank you.
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah, because with your experience, you can help so many people.
I'm a huge advocate to help.
Have you done
anybody
some
and
of that?
everything. On a very personal level with
Good.
friends, but yeah, I like to help people as much as I can, no matter what ailment. Really, just
Yeah, when you help one person, you create the world.
yeah. When you save a soul, it's
So
as if you saved the entire
whole
world. Yeah,
Yes,
I like that.
exactly.
I love that's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to Beit Teshuva.
Oh, you were in
Yes.
Beit Shuva? I have
Yeah.
had. Oh my gosh.
The synagogue Beit Shuva.
My friend Lois Bloom. Do you know who she is?
I don't know, but there are lots of Jews that go there.
Yeah,
and lots
her
of non-Jews
son-
that go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her son was in several times, and she donates and buys tables whenever that big event is in January or
Oh,
February.
okay. Yeah.
So I'm always doing her
gala.
the gala. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
I
doing
was-
her makeup and knowing about that for years.
Nice.
Isn't it in Culver City?
Yes, on Venice and
It's
Roberts.
it's
Yeah.
amazing. So you lived there then?
I did the whole 2-year deal, and I'm
So did
still
her
connected.
son, and so is her son. He did it twice.
Because they have Tot Shabbat, so I bring my
And
son.
there is a plaque. My father, her grandfather, there is a plaque with his
Yeah.
name.
A plaque.
Plaque.
Yeah.
I think we should take a moment out to acknowledge some of the beautiful art, that, at least the one piece that you did
Yeah.
bring in today,
It's
hanging
gorgeous.
right behind Elena and Dr. Robby there. But I do want to get back to the idea of art and recovery and renewal. Before we go, any final words that you could add to Elena's dialogue here today?
Oh, well.
Put her on the spot.
yes.
Well, no, I didn't mean to. The idea was to
No,
talk
I know,
about
I know.
how art
Well,
helped heal the
I
heart.
can say
My mother
something.
will.
Okay.
I tried to ask Michelle, what is it about? What? And she couldn't put
What
it.
is what about?
Today's talk,
Oh.
today's,
Okay.
and I asked about you more, and I asked about everything, and she couldn't put it into
What am I bringing my mom
Yeah.
into, basically, today?
And it's so big, it's so much, it's so
It's
different, it's fun. So now I understand why she couldn't put everything into words. You have to
Experience
experience
it.
You have to
Yes.
experience
it's not
it.
something you like or you don't like. You have to go through it. And
Start-
that's something
starting
that I
with
feel.
Your incredible house, doctor.
Thank-
Then coming here and talking and
connection.
And
all
we'll
this.
continue. We'll have a lunch
Oh, well,
together.
yeah.
It was-
I mean, this
It's
isn't going to
amazing.
end. You'll be back
Yes.
probably before you know it. You're an amazing guest. But getting back to what Richard asked you, how did art help to heal you, or how?
Oh, well,
In a few words, because we got to do our closing thoughts. So, in a
50
closing
in
thought,
a few words.
And if you feel on the spot, don't answer the question.
no, she can.
But I'm sure in some part of your heart you found the way out of
it's
your whole
anything,
experience
any
from that.
creativity.
Yep.
I have calluses. I like to express myself. It's not, all the cliches are cliches for a reason, because it makes you feel good to extract something sincere. I haven't done that for many years. Yeah, I could draw technical stuff, but then I draw these crazy, intricate, stupid things. But now I actually sometimes like what I do, and it's even hanging up in my mother's kitchen. I don't know. There's something.
You said
to be
something
said.
very poetic, Elena. If I could say one last
Sure.
piece, right at the start of your conversation about art. Say that again. Can you go back to that?
What did I say?
Never mind.
Sorry.
All right.
Do you remember what she said, or give her a hint before we close out?
Something about art being the center of one's soul and a release for one's expression. That's all right. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
don't
So
worry.
back
I'm
to you in the
sorry.
studio.
The art is always what pushes us to create, to express ourselves, and to share our feeling with the world through color, through form, through everything.
A commentary, in fact, about artistic expression and release.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very
Sincerely.
much, and sincerity.
And we
There
love
it
you
is, yeah.
talking with us, Richard.
Isn't
Well,
it
thank
fun?
you.
I don't
It's funny,
always
he
get.
doesn't always talk.
No, very rarely. Last
There's a
week
couple
I got.
things you can get me started on, and one of them is art, and the other is vodka.
Vodka.
You're always, he's always welcome to talk on
Thank
my
He
show.
can
He
talk
does.
with politics with me, but you don't like
No,
it.
I
yeah,
do not
yeah.
do
Oh, boy,
politics
yeah.
on my
Yes.
show.
We'll have to have Dr. Robby back on a very special episode.
Yeah, not of mine.
Of Speak On It on
Yeah.
Friday nights
Yeah.
at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
We can come in here and
Just
really
let
get
go.
at
To get it.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
get
We
all
got
our
lots of stuff.
feeling
Yeah,
out.
I just don't
Our
want at
feeling.
noontime. I want people to feel happy.
Feel good.
Oh,
You know, this is a feel good show.
with Let's Talk
And
Art.
let's talk art. And also, I want to remind you, my new logo is almost done. So within the next few weeks to a month, the show is still going to be the exact same show. I'm just changing the name to Elena's Lifestyles and More, because it just fits me better. I'm not in the beauty. When you think of beauty, you just think of makeup and hair. My life has gone.
And you've become so much
I've become
more.
so much
You really
more
have. You've
that
so blossomed.
and
through this
that
process.
lifestyles just fits where I am in my life.
Plus, you're
now.
balling like that right now. You balling out of control right now.
I know, my
7
shows have
years
been
deep
amazing,
in
yeah.
Broadcasting.
And
She's
now I
balling
got
out of
vodka to
control.
come in.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
We'll
I
take
All
it.
right.
I love the
Anyway,
support.
Greg isn't here. That's
Thank you.
unusual for him.
Well,
Anyway,
Still got to wrap it out.
yeah, we are going to wrap it out, and I don't just everybody have a wonderful and happy Mother's Day. Just make sure it's safe, and I will be back next Wednesday at noon Pacific time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.